Hi again. So you guys did your practice sculpture, paper sculpture techniques, and I just wanted to show you how those basic techniques can start to transform into a unique paper sculpture. I'd like to see you create multiple areas of unique negative space. I don't want to give you a number of areas like I've done before on your hand building forms. I want you to kind of feel it out as you go. So starting off with paper. Now, I have blank computer paper, but just because I'm demoing with white paper doesn't mean that paper bags and newspapers aren't as good. So use what you have around the house. I took this piece of paper and I'm folding it in half. So as you guys are thinking of your three-dimensional sculpture that you're creating, a lot of times you want to think about symmetry. Do you want it to be asymmetrical? Do you want it to be symmetrical? So the first thing that I was going to show you is how to take and create a symmetrical cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that paper in half, and then I'll be able to make both sides do the exact same thing. I'm using that folded paper cut technique. So I've got this symmetrical form that I've created. Now I've already done another one of these, and I'm going to show you how I've started off with that symmetrical cut. And then what I did is I took the tab technique so that I would be able to tack it down to another surface. Now, what I would recommend is I would not tack it down right away. I think you guys are going to need to explore, come up with some different forms that you want to test out first before you fully commit. So this is kind of what I've done so far. I have tabs on both sides so I can tack it down when I'm ready. And then I was going to take this piece and maybe think about coming up and over. Another thing I was going to test out here is doing the slot technique, where you can take something, and I was going to possibly push something up through that part right there. So I'm just going to do that. And then in the expert video that was posted, the guy who was doing all of the origami kind of folding card techniques, he had some really great shapes that if you start with the basic forms, you can build off of that. And he said in the video how he really appreciated the movement of the cards. And when we talk about movement in a sculpture, movement is all about how your eye is going to be moving around the composition. So when you take elements and then repeat them, it really creates a sense of movement to help draw the viewer's eye in and around that composition. So I just, again, I did folded smaller sheets of paper, and then I cut them exactly the same on both sides. So what I could then potentially do is then tack them down to my base piece of paper in a unique way. And I could go that direction, I could go this direction. And then as you are cutting parts away, those are the pieces that you can also use as bits of repetition to create the sense of movement. So don't throw anything away. You never know if you're gonna kind of use it again in the end. So hopefully this gives you some ideas of how you'll be using those basic techniques to create forms to help make some kind of unique paper sculptures. So this is just the very, very beginning. Keep letting me know if you guys have any questions. I'm here to help. We can hop on a Google Meets, and I can help you problem solve through any struggles that you're having. So don't be afraid to reach out. Talk to you soon.